Welcome students to one more session. In this session we are going to talk some concepts in vertical circular motion. In the previous discussions we have talked about horizontal circular motion. So what is horizontal circular motion? Suppose a disc is there, it is rotating like this in a horizontal plane. It is a horizontal circular motion. Suppose a disc is there or a ring is there, it is rotating in a vertical plane. It is vertical circular motion. In real life you might have seen your giant wheel. What is this? It is a vertical circular motion. So that type of circular motion we are discussing about. Okay, what are the things that are involved in that, what type of calculations we'll do, all those things we are going to discuss. So will the concept be different for this? No. We have seen that for any type of circular motion, an object which is rotating in a circular path experiences a force towards the center, isn't it? Towards the center. And this type of force is called a centripetal force. Whether it is horizontal, whether it is vertical, the same concept is applicable. This is as per the Newton's law of motion. Okay. Now here, imagine कोई एक धागे को एक छोटा सा पत्थर बांध करके हम उसको वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन में ऐसे घुमा रहे हैं. Alright. So the situation will be something like this. I'm drawing the figure. Alright. So that stone is sometimes here, sometimes here, sometimes here, sometimes here. Like that it is rotating in a vertical plane. Vertical plane, ये आपको समझना पड़ेगा. You have to understand that it is been rotated in a vertical plane. Alright. So about which axis it will be rotating? Imagine a axis which is perpendicular to the board and it is rotating like this. Now here, if you see, let us say this is that stone or whatever, okay, and this is the center और ये है धागा. ठीक है, तो ये धागे में क्या होगा? इंटरनल फोर्स होगा, टेंशन होगा धागे में, है ना? तो इफ यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि whether this stone is here or here or here or here or anywhere, it will be experiencing a centripetal force always towards the center. Now what is the centripetal force? Means always the net force at that point. इस point पे net force क्या है निकालो, उसको centripetal force को equate करो. So इसका free body diagram we will make. If you make the free body diagram, see this object is going with a velocity. Alright, how this velocity is obtained? Draw the tangent at that particular point. In rotatory motion, I have discussed all these points in detail. At any point you want to know the velocity, you have to draw the tangent over there. Alright, so we are, let us say this position is A, this is B and this is C. So at position A, what will be the free body diagram? The free body diagram will be something like this. Alright, so this is at position A, mg is acting downward. अगर मैं धागे को काटूंगा तो tension will be in the upward direction. Any other force is there? There is no other force is there. So what is the net force over here? The net force over here is T minus mg. Upward को positive मानेंगे, downward को negative मानेंगे, तो T minus mg is the net force. Alright. So this net force must be equal to the centripetal force, which is given by mv square by r. What is this v square by r? It is the centripetal acceleration. If you remember, in rotation we have discussed there are two types of acceleration. What are they? One acceleration is towards the center, one acceleration in the tangential direction. That is denoted by at. Okay, that is denoted by at. Your kinematic principles, all those equations and all that, you can apply for AT. V is equal to U plus AT, etc. etc. All these three formula are there. No? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. You can apply for AT. Alright? But AC is dependent upon V square. V square by R it is. So here you see at the lowest point T minus mg is mv square by R. Alright? Now let us try to draw the position B. What happens? Alright? Just write it down. And here at position B, at this position C, sorry, topmost point. Position C, topmost point. Alright? Here what is happening? Here mg is acting downward only. T, it is acting downward only. यहाँ पर धागा है, यहाँ काटोगे तो T तो नीचे की तरफ एक्ट होगा. Okay? And here what is the net force? Net force is T plus mg. It is equal to centripetal force. Right? So here the equation is like this, and here the equation is like this. So here what is happening? T is equal to mv square by R plus mg. Here actually you will get T maximum. Here you will get T minimum. Here you will get T minimum. Here you will get T maximum. Alright? So just take T max minus T minimum. T max minus T minimum. What are you going to get? Here the speed can be V1, here the speed can be V2. Alright? So you're going to get m into V1 square minus V2 square by R. So this is what you're getting. Alright? So make a note of this. Achha. Similarly, you can find at any point, tension at any point you can calculate. Suppose I take the position like this, I need to draw the free body diagram. I need to join this line. So let us say this with the vertical it is making angle theta. So I need to draw the free body diagram. mg will be acting like this. So if this is theta, this will be theta. So this will be mg cos theta. This will be mg sin theta. Isn't it? And in this direction here will be the T. So what is the net force over here? It will be T minus mg cos theta. Net force will be always towards the center. So this is my net force. This must be equal to mv square by R. Frame the equation, solve for the value of T. But here you should know the value of theta. Alright? Alright, let us move to another concept. So T max minus T minimum is equal to this much we got. Let me just do it. So tell me one thing. Can I apply the energy principles here? Suppose I say that at position A some speed is there. I want to know, let us say this position is D. I want to know the position at D. I want to know the speed. How to find out? You have to apply the conservation of energy. You have to apply the conservation of energy principle. How? You know that as per conservation of energy principle, TA is equal to TD. Okay? So here you know that the velocity is V, but here you don't know what is the velocity V. Let us say it is V prime. So basically you have to find out the total energy at this point and total energy at this point, equate them and solve for the unknown. Now remember, let me make a better detailed sketch. So here a circle is given to you. So this is one location, this is another location. Alright. So here this is my A and this is my D location. So you have to consider a reference line for calculating potential energy. What is TEA? Potential energy at this point plus kinetic energy at this point. And potential energy at this point and kinetic energy at this point. So you have to take a reference line, isn't it? Now let us say this length is L. Length of the string is L. Alright. So, and let us say this angle given as theta. So basically TEA. TEA, what is PEA? PEA will be 0 because this is the reference line you are considering. But what is KEA? KEA will be half mv square. Let us say the speed here is V. And here you are trying to find out it is V dash. Now find out what is PB. What is PB? So PB will be mg into h. Which h? This is the h value. Alright? This is the h value. Because this is the reference line you have taken. While telling the concept of potential energy, I told you that even if you take this as the reference line, your answer won't change. You take reference line as this, your answer won't change. You take whichever reference line, your answer won't change. But for simplicity purpose, we are taking the lowest point as the reference line. Alright? Now MGH. So MGH means, definitely I'm not talking about the masala, MGH masala. MGH. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about potential energy. Alright. Now this total thing is L. I want this H. That means I need to find out this. So what is this? If this is L, this is also L. In this triangle, you have something like this. This is L. This is X. This is theta. X will be L cos theta. So what will be the value of H? H will be total L minus this L into L cos theta, or L into 1 minus cos theta. That is the value of H, isn't it? So you need to write this mgh here. So equate these two, you get half mv square is equal to, acha, PB is this. What about kinetic energy? Here you have decided that the kinetic, it will have v dash speed. Definitely it will have some speed, isn't it? So what will be KB? KB will be half m v dash or v prime square. So half mv square is equal to mgh plus half m v prime square. Cancel out m's. Alright, we will bring this term this side because we are trying to find out what? We are trying to find out v dash. So we will do one thing. Multiply both sides with 2. V square is equal to 2gh plus v dash square. Alright. So v dash square will be equal to v square minus 2gh, or v dash will be equal to root over this, and h value can be calculated using this expression. Remember, theta here is with respect to the vertical. If with respect to horizontal some angle is given to you, you should be able to calculate the theta value, right? So at any location you are able to find the speed. You can find at this location, any location you are able to find the speed of the stone which you are swirling around, isn't it? जैसे वो दीपावली में हम लोग ऐसा क्या बोलते हैं उसको, वैसा, I'm not getting the word for that. वो होता है ना, ऐसे जलाते हैं उसको ऐसे से. At any point we will get the speed. You can see that at every point the speed is different. It is not constant. It is different. It is dependent upon theta. Alright? So if you want to see quickly how the values are changing, means if theta is equal to 0, what will happen? This h value will become 0. This will become 0. So V is V. You know, at theta is equal to 90, this L cos theta will become 0. Theta is equal to 180, theta is equal to 270. At all these points you can find the speeds. So we will be using these equations for the other discussion. Acha, यहाँ पर you need to see this point that v square minus v prime whole square is equal to 2gh. Remember, in the previous discussion I was doing, the T max minus T minimum. What was the expression you have got? Let me just check. It was how much? M into V1 square minus V2 square by R, if I am not mistaken. Isn't it? So V1 minus V square, how much we were getting here? So V1 minus V square, we were getting 2gh. Alright. So this will be M into 2gh by R. Let me just check that value. So here actually again, let us again see that the top point and the bottom point. So here when we were talking about this, we said that here you are going to get T max, here you are going to get T minimum. So here it was like this at this location, T also in this direction. So here we were writing T minimum minus mg, plus mg is equal to mv square by r. Here the speed can be something else, and here T maximum, here this in the downward direction, T in the upward direction. T maximum minus mg is equal to mv1 square by r. So we will take T max minus. So here what are you getting? So you are getting T max is equal to, this will go other side. So this will become plus. This will become plus. I think here I did a small mistake. And here this will go on the other side, it will become minus. So we want T max minus T minimum. We just want to understand. T max minus T minimum will be mg minus mg, it will be 2 mg plus m into v1 square minus v2 square by r. Alright? So this is the expression you are getting. But v1 square minus v2 square, here r, what is this r? R is this value. Alright? You have seen that this v square, this v prime square is equal to v square minus 2gh, where h was equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. Alright? So if you try to understand this, then v prime square minus v2 square will be equal to basically 2gh. Alright? So here what is the value of theta? If theta value is here, it is 0. Here it will be 180 degrees. So cos 180. So cos 180 is how much? It is minus 1. So minus of minus 1, it is plus 1. So this is becoming your 2L, isn't it? I am saying that this T max minus T minimum we are calculating. So this is equal to T max minus T minimum is equal to 2 mg. Now we have to find this value of v1 square minus v2 square. v1 square minus v2 square, you will get 2gh. So here the theta value will be 180. So this 2gh, alright. So it is becoming what? M into 2gh, but h is now 2L divided by radius, which is L. So this LL is cancelled. You are getting 4 mg plus 2 mg. So you are getting 6 mg. So the difference of maximum tension and the minimum tension is fixed. It is 6 mg. Alright. So these are some of the basic calculations that are involved. Okay. I think just the power went off. So these are some of the basic calculations that are involved. Alright. Some more concepts we'll see in the next class.